This might sound crazy, but I want you to listen to what I'm about to say and hear me out. Shooting is the exact same thing as lifting weights. Now, I know that might not make any sense, but let me lay this out for you. Let's say you want to go and get stronger. So you walk into the gym and you just start bench pressing, we'll say 100 pounds. And you do that. And at first it's really, really difficult, but eventually it becomes easy. Well, if you never increase that weight, you just stay at 100 pounds, eventually you're going to stop getting stronger and you're really just wasting your time in the gym. Building strength is a skill, just like building your ability to shoot the ball is a skill. So just like in order to get stronger, we have to increase the challenge or the weight. If we want to get better at shooting, we have to increase the challenge so that we're forced to adapt and become better to meet the new demand that we're giving ourselves. So right here, I'm gonna go through a few drills you can do by yourself, gonna help to challenge your shooting, to take you from where you are to that next level. So if you're an okay shooter, it's gonna take you to being a good shooter, from a good shooter to being a great shooter, and from a great shooter to being an elite shooter. So if your goal is to take your shooting to the next level, let's get into it. So we're gonna start off right here with one leg threes. And the reason we're doing this is to challenge our balance. Obviously, if we can make shots off of one leg, it's gonna become a lot easier to make them off of two, especially when you're in a game and you might have to shoot a shot where you're a little bit off balance. When you're able to do this where you're significantly off balance because you're on one, it's gonna be much easier for you to adapt and overcome and hit those tough shots in those game situations. So we're gonna start off of the catch, and you can just be anywhere you want. In the mid-range, we're gonna mix up our spots, mix up the leg that you're using to get that shot up. I can be wherever I want inside the mid-range. Now we're gonna go same thing, but it's gonna be off of the dribble. So I might give myself a little bit of a freestyle into it, but then I'm getting myself to that one leg. Maybe I go off of a step back. I can also just go directly into that 1 foot. And again, I'm gonna be all throughout the mid-range doing this. Now we're gonna take it up a level and do the same thing from the 3-point line. So I'm starting off just off the catch, right off of one. And next I'm gonna do the same thing. Now, I'm off the dribble. And now we're gonna turn it into a true freestyle. So I want you to imagine that you have somebody guarding you. And these can be mid-range or three, but we're gonna get to one-legged shots coming off of a step back. But this time, again, I have a defender that I'm imagining. So I'm really trying to put myself into a game situation where I might use that one-legged shot. And again, I'm gonna mix up where I'm at, all along the perimeter. If you're watching, you might be making this mistake in your workouts. I want you to think about this. A lot of times players only work on shots coming from a passer that's underneath. Maybe they just toss the ball out in front of them, but everything is north-south directly to the basket. But in an actual game, you're getting passes from all different angles. Sometimes it's from the side, sometimes it might be push ahead in transition. Sometimes it might be a kind of a diagonal angle. Maybe you're backpedaling out, or that pass is coming from the elbow now. You've got to be able to turn and make that shot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work different threes off of a self-toss, but you're gonna give yourself a pass at different sorts of angles. So I might start myself here, give myself just that little shot there, and then I'm up with it. And I wanna make these really, really weird too. So I might just give myself some sort of pass that's from there. Gotta get a full turn into my shot now. I mix up where I'm coming from, so I might come from directly straight on, running into that shot. I can treat it like I'm getting that pass coming from the corner off of the back pedal. So now I'm there, now I'm into it. And again, really challenge yourself with how difficult these might be. Another huge mistake that you're probably making during your shooting workouts is that you shoot everything with perfect footwork. Rarely in a game where this defender's chasing you, you're coming off different actions, and in general, the whole game plan of the opponent is to stop you from putting the ball in the basket. There's a lot of times where you get to a high enough level, you're not able to shoot every single shot with the exact right amount of time that you need to have your feet perfect every time. Sometimes they're gonna be a little bit off, and we've got to be able to adapt to that, overcome it, and still be able to hit the shot if you want to be an elite level shooter. So we're gonna start here in the mid-range again, and we can mix it up, be anywhere we want. I'm at the top right now, and I'm just shooting off the catch, but everything is gonna be with weird footwork. So right here, I'm staggered like this, up into my shot. It doesn't matter how your feet look, as long as they're anything but normal. Again, I wanna mix up where I'm going, so now I might be over here, maybe feet are real narrow, and I'm up into that. Maybe feet are super wide. Now we're gonna do the same thing from the 3-point line. Now this next drill is a really advanced thing that I don't think a lot of players think of, but being able to shoot at an elite level, the best guys are able to not just shoot the ball when it's in their normal shot pocket like it's perfect. Sometimes they may catch the ball to the side and they're able to go up from that shot pocket. If they catch it from the other side, they can go up there and still make the shot. So we're gonna work on that right here. We'll start from the mid-range again. All that I'm doing is I'm imagining that there is a hand right where my normal shot pocket would be, my normal shot path, and I'm trying to get the ball outside of that shot path into my shot. I'm all throughout the mid-range, so I'll continue to mix up my spot. Now I'm the other way with it. And this is gonna feel really weird, but I want you to challenge yourself and try and work through that weirdness until it becomes more comfortable. Once you do it in the mid-range, we're gonna back up and do the same thing for 3. So again, someone's in the middle of my body, so I can't bring it up there, ball's going on the outside. Another mistake a lot of players make is only working on shots where their momentum is standstill, maybe a little bit of a slide, but it's also important that we can hit a shot being able to run full speed to that ball. So now we're gonna go self-bounce shooting, and this is to work on our ability to sprint full speed into that shot. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bounce the ball, you're gonna let it bounce twice, and then you're gonna catch it and shoot it before it bounces a 3rd time while waiting as long as possible before you move. Again, you're gonna move all around, wait as long as possible before you get to that ball, really challenge yourself with it. And this is probably the most fun one. Last thing you're gonna do is freestyle shooting. You're just gonna imagine that you're in a certain game situation and you're just gonna run through that in your mind. So you can imagine that someone's setting a down screen for you with 2 seconds left, you're down 2, you gotta hit a 3 to go up 1. I want you to put yourself in those sorts of situations. You can imagine someone's coming to set a ball screen for you. You're coming off to hit that 3, putting yourself in that sort of situation. Make it as real as possible in your mind what you're going through. And this should be the most fun part of this. Got that ball screen coming for me. Get in there, ball. Got that little flare screen coming. Ooh. Hit one off this little pin down. Ooh. Get in there. Put yourself in ISO situation. Get in there. You guys do these drills consistently and really challenge yourself, you're gonna become an elite shooter. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Make sure you guys grab my free Elite Printer Score workout below and check out the Elite Shooter system as well. You guys want more stuff that's gonna take your shooting to the next level. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.